Right guys, we are back on with another video. This is the Nissan Juke 1.5DCi and we have got a P0471 fault code which relates to the exhaust back pressure sensor. Now, on the Juke, they're a little bit more difficult to access, being as it's a shorter engine bay. Normally on the Nissan Qashqais, they are situated here. So it's much easier to be able to get down the pipe to see if we can try and loosen up the soot from the pipe, from the sensor down to the manifold. But with the Juke, unfortunately, they are a bit of a nightmare. As you can see, the sensor itself sits all the way back here, and that is where I can feel the sensor. So unfortunately, to do this job, this whole lot needs to come out to be able to do it properly, to access what we need to do. So this is the pipe in question, and that basically sits on the manifold, and the pressure sensor sits into this pipe here. So if you can come and have a look at this, look at the state of that. We've got a block pipe, and the reason why it's blocked is because it is absolutely full of soot. Now, I have seen videos where people heat this up and clear these pipes out, but what is the point? If we're going to do the job properly, there is the parts. That is it to show we've got a genuine pipe there from Nissan or Renault, but this is a Nissan part. And we're going to have to replace this sensor. This sensor is absolutely mental. So, let's get on. We're stripping this here, and we'll show you what we've done, and then we'll show you what we've done to clear all the fault codes and clear that DPF. So what will happen, that fault code will come on, it will notice a back pressure issue, and then it won't do a regen. It will block the DPF. This car came in and it was stinking to high heaven. It was, you put your hand in the exhaust, it was awful. So we knew full well this had an issue. So we'll get some DPF cleaner in this. We'll leave it overnight while we do the pipes and bits and pieces. Then in the morning, we'll give the whole system a complete clean and see if we can eradicate that fault code. So let's crack on.
The state of that. The air is supposed to go through into this pipe, but you can see it's just blocked up. Can you see that? Does that zoom in? Mm-hmm. Just fill up. So that is nice and blocked. See it.
Right, let's get this vehicle out of the workshop. because we have got the cleaning fluid, the DPF, in the tank. So let's get this up the yard. Right people, so we have got this Juke out of the workshop. We have just replaced the exhaust back pressure sensor and the pipe down to the manifold, which I showed you earlier in the video. So let's have a quick look to see what we've got going on the Autel and what we've got going on display. We haven't cleared any faults at the moment, but as you can see, we had a red engine management light and traction control light on. Now that we have got the temperature, we're holding it around about 2000 RPM, and then what that would do is it would start to heat up the fluid and stuff that we have got in the DPF. But we should see some you know, it was very blocked, so we should start to see some bubbles and stuff coming out the back, and then that will intimate that everything is working for us to be able to reset that. But you saw in that video, guys, that pressure sensor, absolutely horrific. The pipe was block solid, it stank when it came into us. Right, so now what we're going to do, we are going to set it to do a regeneration. We've done what we can for the moment, but that was a seriously high reading. So we're going to start it up. Start it up, do the service regeneration, push OK, and then what that will do, that will hold the revs up. Now we've got it up to temperature, and then what it will do is it will show us on the live data what the temperatures are, and it will do the regeneration for us. So we'll let this video do what it's got to do, and as you can see outside, it is already absolutely kicking out there. We have set this vehicle now to do the regen. Look at that, 27 grams of soot was in there because it's been driven around with that engine light on to the point where it literally was not moving at all. So yeah, we'll get this regen done and then we'll see if everything resets. Now coming to the end of the regeneration, it's now dropped the revs to 2000 RPM and just letting all the temperatures come back to normal, so it's safe then for us to turn it off. Now what we need to do is reset everything. We'll have a quick look at the pressures. So now we go back into live data. We were at 27 grams of soot. So let's see what we have got it down to. So if we go 5.6 from 27. So happy days. Obviously that has come up slightly where we've left it running for a bit, so that's probably naturally where it's going to be sitting at. So let's see now. Let's turn it off. We've got to turn it back on. Now what we're going to do, we are going to go in and reset the fault codes and see what we've got. So these are what we started with. There you go. So we had this, as you can see, this is the reason why we changed that pipe. Let's see what we got now. Read codes. No codes detected. Right, so let's see what happens now. That's it. Airbag light gone off. She's all good. And another one fixed, guys. So that is the P0471 exhaust back pressure sensor. Quite a fiddly job to do on the Jukes. Bit easier on the cash guys and stuff, but you know where to look, guys. And just want to say, it takes 2 seconds to do a like and a subscribe. It's totally free and it helps us to make you more videos, guys. So thank you for everyone, for everything that you've done for me, for subscribing, for sharing, for liking, for commenting. Let's move on to the next vehicle.